Hey guys, Nikki, and I'm back in the video, and today we're going to be talking about Monday Night Raw. This Monday Night Raw, we had a lot of returns, and we're going to get into everything. We're going to get into all that. I would love to say this right here. I am so upset that they spoiled Asuka's return. Like, I understand that you guys wanted, I don't know, y'all wanted people to tune in. But for Asuka, I believe that should have been a surprise. I don't think that was done right at all, because there's a mystery man for the King of the Ring tournament, but y'all had to spoil Asuka. Wild. So wild. The ones who opened up the show was John Cena and CM Punk. This has been a match that I think all of us have been waiting for since the retirement tour was announced. This is the match that I hope we get. It's very interesting to me though, like, how is it that CM Punk can just slide his way into a championship match opportunity? Now, I'm not saying he's not deserving of it, but it's basically off of his name, if we're going to be honest. This right here really is, I would love to say this about John Cena's character as a heel. He could be an actual heel if he really wanted to. I don't think he's being an actual heel. I think it's something else, and I really need him to switch back into being a good guy sooner rather than later. I want it to be like halfway to those days that he's actually being a good guy for the rest of the half. I don't want him to retire as a bad guy. I don't want his last match to be when he actually snaps back. No, don't do that. Don't do that. Please don't do that. I actually want him to have a few dates of being a good guy. Now, John Cena, to me, has just been saying things to sound like a heel. I don't know, it's something missing, something lacking. Like, it's very perfect for him to throw shots at Truth because he was the one who last fought him and stuff like that, and Truth was the one who messed up his match. But mixing up with what Truth said later on into the show, I would love it for them to actually put stocks in that match. Like, honestly, to have a real down match between Ron Killings and John Cena, with Ron Killings actually winning, because we all know he has it in him. There's a little controversy though about it because it's at Saudi Arabia, and y'all know CM Punk has had some words against Saudi shows. My personal opinion on the matter is, you gotta stand on business, but also this is your job. So if you can't say no, then I understand it. I'm not gonna act like all of our corporations aren't good corporations. All of our corporations are not good corporations, but you know that you gotta go to money. You gotta go make your money, okay? Now, stand on your business though. If you already said something, you gotta stand on it. You do. Won't even front. You gotta stand on that. The match we had after that was AJ Styles versus Chad Gable. Now, this whole Grande Americano thing, for him to be used with Chad Gable interchangeably, it's like, all right, you're obviously Chad Gable. And if they ever swerved it, I would be so pissed off, because I don't care what you're saying. Chad Gable has been El Grande, period, point blank. We all know that. We've all seen that. The tattoos, the body shape. Let's be for real. But in this, I feel as though, why is it that he has to be El Grande to win a match? Now, I wouldn't have liked it if he beat AJ Styles at all. I'm very interested in seeing what they have for AJ Styles. Hopefully, he gets to, mix it up with Dominic Mysterio sooner rather than later, because I was hoping for that. I thought it was going to be something. AJ kind of hinted at the fact that he is going after Judgment Day. He is going after those people, but y'all know how some storylines go. It was a good match. This Fatal 4-Way for the Queen of the Ring had Kairi Sane, Liv Morgan, Rhea Ripley, and we had Roxanne Perez. I told y'all last week that I think that Liv Morgan should utilize Roxanne Perez. Now, because she was fighting against it for a little bit of it, I do think that's why she lost. But as y'all saw, they make a very great team. That was a very good Fatal 4-Way. And I also like to say this, Kairi has not had a bad match since she has returned. She might not have won all the matches, but she won half. So there's that. The winner of this match kind of surprised me. I didn't expect it to be Roxanne at all. I thought Rhea was going to win. But since Rhea did not win, I kind of think that the Queen of the Ring might be Jade. I think Jade might win Queen of the Ring. I'll be real. It's just the way they set things up. Jade might be the one, and that'll be very interesting. that'll be a very interesting one. What I did appreciate during this match was you saw how Rhea Ripley is very, I won't say durable. I'm going to say that she is somebody that can work with anybody. And I like when she's not champion. I like it because she's able to mix it up with everybody. She's able to be more active in that ring. So hopefully she doesn't get the title anytime soon. I'm sorry. She doesn't need the title at all. Like, didn't need the Money in the Bank, don't need Queen of the Ring, don't need a title. She'll be good. She'll be all right. She'll be all right. She doesn't need it. You know, we can make other storylines for that. Becky Lynch had her whole crowning moment of being Intercontinental Champion, which she does not really deserve because you cheated. She's so extra. She's so extra. And Becky Lynch is good. She's good at her job. Well, is she the best women's wrestler? No. But she is very good at her job because I got irritated when she was walking out. I'm like, girl, ain't nothing happened to your arm. Ain't nothing happened to your arm. And the way she spun the story between her and Lyra, like, ma'am, that girl did not dislocate your shoulder at all. I wish she would have. In kayfabe, not for real. But, like, Lyra really has been taking the good person side, because I would have armbar her. You should have put her in an armbar. And since Becky Lynch thought she wanted an apology, Lyra came out. I thought we was going to have a showdown. I thought Lyra was going to whoop that. But instead we got Bayley back. Bayley is back. That was a surprise that I did not expect. But also a surprise that I'm like, what is going on? Because Lyra looked shocked. But even in that, Becky was not getting away in that very moment because Lyra was there to put her right back in that ring. I hope there's no friction between Bayley and Lyra, because there's no need for it. No need to muddle up this whole thing, because it's as simple as, I gotta get my look back. It's as simple as that. And then after it, Lyra, she's all yours. She's all yours. But I see this being a whole triple threat type of situation, maybe, because they're both going to want to go for the belt. They're both going to want to go for the title, period. There's no other way. There is a lot of confusion to me on what we consider a Grand Slam champion. I do think that they have already started for the women, and they're going to have to. There's no Grand Slam champion right now. But the one that's closest is Becky. But there's some people that say that don't matter. But I think that should matter. You're just a triple crown. You're a triple crown. We're at the slate has been wiped clean. You're just gonna have to try it again. Do it again. Because there's no other way to put it. But there was a men's fatal 4-way match for the King of the Ring with Dom, Penta, Braun, and Sammy. This was a matchup to me that was like very interesting. I love how the tournament is set, because it's all mixed up. There's not a lot of, you're not going to expect the people that you're seeing in those matches, and there are the people that don't really mix up a lot. I will say in this one, I will say as a group, they don't mix it up at all. They're all separate people on separate different brands. Not separate different brands, but y'all know what I'm talking about. Like, they might have their own tiffs, but they don't all interact with one another. Like, I haven't seen Sammy interact with Dominic Mysterio. That's what I mean. I did not expect Sami Zayn to win, but during that match, I am glad that they all jumped on Braun Breaker. Because that's the same thing they did with the women's match. They went for the one that was the strongest and the more durable person. And doing that is a key for every multi-woman match. And going forward, I don't want to see the big person, the strong person, just take advantage. We usually don't see that, but that is a skill. That's a key thing about wrestling that I enjoy. We all do logic. You know, even if you don't like the person you're working with, you're going to work with them for a second and then get up on them, because that's what they did with Dominic tried to run out, but that was not happening either. Sami Zayn, the conversation of Sami Zayn being a world champion, I can see that. I can see it happening. Will I enjoy it? I think that's very controversial in my opinion. I don't think that currently, like wrestling-wise, yes, but currently, character-wise, currently, with everything he has going on, he would just not be a pick for me to be world heavyweight champion. Not at all. Not at all, not at all, not at all. And I know that people thought the same way about Jey Uso. So I understand that that's something that not everybody's going to share with me. R-Truth, Ron Killings. What? That moment was so unexpected but needed. It was so unexpected but needed, because now a whole different character, fleshed out differently, and bits and pieces of what we've seen from him in the past will be now currently, and it's needed. After all that the match he had with John Cena, the real life things that has transpired with him in his career, that was needed for him. If he ever, I think it would be like this moment, the whole coming back, being released, well, not being re-signed, all that moment, that would have been wasted if he came back to being the jovial R-Truth. So for him to decide to be Ron Killings now, that was baller move. And if they do it right, if they play it right, this would be something like, it'd be better than what we've seen before from him, if they honestly be honest about it. And I don't think they have a choice but to be honest about it, because of how we've held them accountable on it. And I'm just excited to see what he has going forward, because when I saw them scissors in his hair, I said, oh yeah, he cutting that hair. And everybody was shocked. That's the moment that you need. That is the moment that you need for a wrestler, because we're all invested. Now we're all if you weren't invested, we're all invested, because now he's more than a gimmick. And John Cena, he is going to have to eat the words that he said about R-Truth. That is what I want to see. That's what I hope to see. I love this return. This is y'all know, I love Total Divas, so this was the return that I needed. I disliked the fact that they was playing videos of Nikki Bella, because you basically spoiled her the whole show. We all knew she was gonna be there, but that huge pop, she could have had that huge pop. But y'all had them wasting their pops throughout the night, but that's fine. Nikki Bella, like her or not, she is a legend. Like her or not, what Io Sky said about her was 100% true. Her coming up talking about evolution, very important, because now they said it. A superstar has said it. A superstar that has been invented has said it, and she's going to be involved. Very excited for that. What she has going on now, Liv Morgan is deciding to come out because she feels slighted. Liv Morgan has really climbed her way to the top, climbed her way into being irreplaceable, and that's golden. I'm so happy that she had that opportunity, because if not for Rhea's injury, I don't know if she would have had this opportunity. So you got to take advantage of your moments. That's what she did. She took advantage of her moments. Her and Nikki having a little feud before Evolution, hopefully it is Brie comes back and we have a Bella Twins versus Liv and Raquel at Evolution, because I'm tired of these tag team titles not being used. I'm tired of it. Now, before Brie comes back, we might have a Rhea Ripley and Nikki team up. With the fact that Raquel was the reason why Rhea was not able to get farther in the match for the Fatal 4-Way, I don't see that not being what's going to happen. But I am excited for Evolution. I'm excited for this new run of Nikki's. I love it when the women from the past era, the divas, all those women come back, because they're the ones who laid down the foundation, and they're the ones who paved the way for the women's division now that we have. So if they want to come in and they want to honestly put down and do some things with the new women, they should be able to do that because they're the one, they helped the women be in the position they are now, especially the Bellas. Jey Uso versus Gunther. I knew it was gonna happen. I'm sorry, especially when he took, he really had a moment with the crowd with the eating. Like, y'all have not seen him eat that long in the beginning of a match, so I knew it was gonna happen. His son being there didn't matter. You're like, y'all bringing up his son being there, that don't matter. That don't matter. I knew that. That did not matter. Jey Uso was a great champion. He was a great champion because we didn't just see him stuck in catering. He was in multiple storylines, hyped up everybody, kept it very interesting, kept it fresh. So, no, was not a bad champion at all. And if he was champion again soon, I wouldn't be mad at it. But Gunther kind of had to be champion. He did. Because Jey Uso really ran himself to the ground, was there for everybody at their beck and call. And as champion, you don't do that. You would think after being so close to Roman and seeing how selfish he was with his title, although not all good, you would kind of understand that it takes some of that selfishness to stay champion. But because I think that he has the idea of Roman did so wrong, he did wrong, he didn't even think about that. Which, going forward, he needs to be selfish and he needs to change his character up a lot. But that match had to be better than the WrestleMania match, period. It did. That whole Raw was really great because it was, time was put in. Time was put in. Jey Uso and Gunther, if Gunther does not have respect for Jey Uso now, that's insane. They really went to blows to the point where I know Jey Uso is not the same type of wrestler Gunther is or the same caliber, but that match tricked me into believing that they are on the same level. If y'all understand what I mean, I hope y'all do. But that match, fire. Because the submissions, like, it didn't take a submission to get Gunther, it didn't take a submission to get Jey, but the wearing down of that whole thing and that final submission took Jey. It was great. It was great. There was a lot of moments where I thought maybe Jey was gonna win. I didn't think Seth was coming out solely because he already did his tease of the night. And then on SmackDown, he'll do another tease. No, because John won't be on SmackDown. But if John was on SmackDown, he'd do another tease. But Jey Uso did his thing. Jey Uso did his thing. Y'all let me know how you guys felt about Raw. Y'all let me know how y'all felt about Jey Uso's run as a whole. And I thank you guys for watching. Please like, comment, share, and subscribe. And I'll be back with y'all next time. Bye.